Dan Quinn got right to work over the weekend, hiring Cliff Kingsbury as the next offensive coordinator in Washington.
Cliff Kingsbury has agreed to a deal to become the Commanders' next offensive coordinator.
We can confirm head coach Dan Quinn has selected Joe Witt Jr. to be the defensive coordinator. Witt and Quinn worked together in Dallas for the past 3 years, each time producing a top 5 defense in points allowed.
We're here for one thing, and that's to win, okay? When you see us play, you understand that we're trying to let the other team know that they shouldn't be on the field with us.
Down towards Terry McLaurin, caught!
Are we going to be arriving violently, all right, and we're going to turn the ball over? Because we're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
This is a pivotal year for the Washington Commanders. Hope springs eternal, but you got to get the future right, and the future honestly starts here in Indianapolis at the Combine.
When you get your chance, you want to go nail it, and I'm not going to miss it.
Better than going to the movies.
Bobby Wagner is signing with the Washington Commanders.
Austin Eckler is signing with the Commanders.
Ball is gone, and it's a touchdown.
Linebacker Frankie Louvu. He's headed to our nation's capital.
Swarmed by Frankie Lou has been a nightmare.
Going to a place that's passionate about winning and doing all the things necessary to do that, and you can tell there's no better leader than Dan Quinn and Adam Peters to get this thing started.
All right, homies. Where's Tapper at? What's up, man? How you doing, dude? I didn't see you. I got lots to catch up on, bro. Welcome, man. Yeah, I'm pumped you're here, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a lot of cool to hit on. So
I got to play for Coach Quinn back in 2009, back in Seattle. Only got 1 year with him, and it was monumental for me as my development as a player. And then just him keeping in touch with me over the years as I transitioned from being a player to now a coach, just led to this point here. Just a genuine person, how he carries himself and how he really connects with people.
you can coach somebody to the depth of your relationship with them. The better you know them, the more you can coach them harder, deeper, all right? If it's at a surface level relationship, it'll probably be surface level coaching. So how do you find your ways to connect to get into that? Hey man, let's go out to dinner. You in town? Yeah, let's go meet up. Let's do that. It doesn't always have to be here. So find your spaces to do that.
Dan Quinn's reputation around the league is immaculate, to be short. Just the way, that he builds culture. He makes it about people and relationships. And in my, short time with him, all those things have been true and more. And it's been awesome to get to know him in this short time, and excited for the future.
But it's all about connecting with the guys and knowing what is their why. And if you know that, now you got a better sense for okay, I know why this person's playing and what they mean and what it stands for to go.
I had the opportunity to play for this team for 1 year back in 2013, so I had the opportunity to be a player and a coach for my hometown team growing up. It's unreal, and I'm trying to maximize the opportunity.
When you talk about the profile tapes, one thing I think an adage you hear in coaching a lot is your tape is your resume. What you do on tape, and part of the challenge for us, or I guess the assignment for us was, hey, put a tape together, to kind of showcase, what it means to be a quarterback or a linebacker or a safety, in our system.
When we do some profile tapes, I want the defense and the offense in so they hear what the other side's looking for.
We're gonna want guys who are smart, and that's football smart. We are gonna want guys who have certain physical attributes to allow them to be durable and available.
Between the profile tapes, the combine interviews, the free agent evaluation, the pro days, the top 30s, all of that is to set up for Adam. Help Adam and his staff find us the best players. And so that's his superpower. Let's give him all the information, then we can make it come to life.
It's been a very busy day over at Commanders Park. Today, the team announced the addition of Lance Newmark. He will be the team's new assistant general manager. Newmark has 28 years of NFL experience. Most recently, he held the role of senior director of player personnel for Detroit.
Gosh, where do I start with Lance? I've known him for I don't even know how long, 15 years maybe, and always respected him, the way he works, his viewpoints on everything from not just scouting players, but just to life. So bringing somebody in with the breadth of experience that he has and what they built in Detroit was really a blessing to be able to get him in here when we did, and he's going to be a great asset to us.
Washington's getting a really good one, and I always say in this league it's hard to keep the good ones, and they are getting a very good evaluator, a very good person, a very good human being. Kind of man of few words, but when he speaks, it holds a lot of weight.
Lance Newmark, Assistant General Manager of the Commanders, coming in from Detroit, spent 26 years there, various roles, kind of working up to Senior Director of Player Personnel. In terms of coming to Washington, the opportunity to work with Adam, who is a really good friend, and just attack a challenge, together was really an exciting proposition for me. That's kind of the goal, is to get this thing turned around and competitive and compete for championships as soon as we can.
Indianapolis is the place to be this week. Everybody, that is anybody in the NFL, is there for the Scouting Combine.
This is a pivotal year for the Washington Commanders. New GM, new head coach, new ownership. If you're a Washington Commanders fan right now, hope springs eternal, because it feels like the page has been turned a little bit and it's about the future. But you got to get the future right, and the future honestly starts here in Indianapolis at the Combine. A lot of prospects, a lot of options, a lot of conversations.
Good to see you.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
All right, sounds good, man.
This team has to get the pick right, and with the #2 overall pick, they can set themselves up for a very bright future.
It's the draft, is to try to hit on as many as you can, and the more hits you have, whether it's the first-round pick or the 7th-round pick or anywhere in between, that's how you build your team.
A lot of times you get your foundational pieces when it comes to the first draft for a new regime. These are the guys that are going to potentially be your core players moving forward, and you look back and say, okay, that's where we started to build what we wanted from a culture standpoint, from a talent standpoint, from a roster makeup standpoint.
You really build through the draft. You always build through the draft. We'll always remain a draft and develop team at our core. Mic'd up, guys. Don't say anything stupid. Look at those feet. This dude's a good player.
He ran fast.
Wolfpack. He did? Better than going to the movies. Yeah. He's helping himself today. 83, so that's what, like 6'11"? Yeah. 6'11" wingspan, and 6'3" guys plus 8. Yeah. Oh! Hey, he's fast. He's an athlete. Fast and physical.
Nice catch.
Man, that guy had a really good Senior Bowl, and then really good, like, this post-draft process for him's been awesome. I wish you could buy low on those guys when you hear about them and you like them early before they run and stuff. Like, you can, like, what is that in, like, stocks when you buy like futures or something? Yeah. Futures on oranges, orange juice. Whatever.
Player speak.
Hi. Hi, Alex. Hi, Emmy. You guys are on Commander's Log right now. I'm being mic'd up, and they're watching me watch the Combine, and now you guys are going to be on TV.
Okay, mommy does not want to be on TV.
Well, they can't see your face. Say hi. Say hi to Commander's Log.
Hello, Commander's Log.
Alex and Emmy, say hi. Hi. Are you making silly faces at Commander's Log? That's not nice. Goofballs. All right. Ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right. That's a wrap.
Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Dan.
What's going on?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Yeah, nice to see you, brother.
Yep. You bet.
Yeah, how you doing, dude?
Great
All
to
right.
see you.
Likewise.
Yeah. How's everything?
Good, man.
Your place is good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Cool. AP's great too.
Yeah, that's what's made it like fun. Like I was just watching tape with him the other night and just listening to him talk about it and players. Like I was like, oh hell yeah, you know. So like having somebody to talk it through with was like really cool. So like going home that night to tell Stacey, I was like, this is gonna be a pretty good gig. Yeah. So all right, I gotta get rocking. I'll see you guys. What's up, dude? How are you, Zach? So proud of you. God, I haven't seen you so long, bro.
I know, man.
Yeah, it's nice to see you.
I'm just
Hi.
here to admire the shoe game. That's
Oh,
that's what I'm taking notes on.
I think it's
So,
back at you.
I think
Yes.
I think this might be your first L of the season right now.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I took one.
I told
but
Raheem the same
if I knew
thing,
it was a
actually.
comp, I would have stepped my game up. Like he knows. Do I got better game than this?
No, you got a great game.
That's what
I know. I
Get
always
ready.
See, I know. I'm like, I always see Dan with the Jays.
No, you look
Okay.
good. That's a good look. That's rocking and
Kimberly
strong.
Martin, ESPN.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
We're
Kimberly.
gonna talk a little later.
Okay, right on. So this is the podium here, and then after we'll go around. Got it. 1,234 days since I got let go today.
Okay.
I had time to think and prepare for this lap, and I knew that there was a lot of things over those 3 years. If I got another shot, if I got another chance, this is how I would do it. This is what I've learned to make sure I'm absolutely going to let it rip and go for it in the highest level. And I want to make sure we add people that can do that. But I would say it's one thing to have the lessons, but then applying them. When you get your chance, you want to go nail it, and I'm not going to miss it. It's really cool to be here tonight and to see a lot of you. I've stood here before, but no doubt about it, standing here tonight with even more appreciation and gratitude than the first time. So I'm so damn pumped to get rocking. Usually the combine begins with a checklist, you know, what's next, and it's the staff, and it's the start of free agency, it's the beginning of the draft and the interviews that go with that. But with us, really right now, it's also what's now. And that's the type of urgency that we're looking for. We want to absolutely go for it in every single way. More than anything, it's finding our identity together, and that has been one of the fun parts of getting started on something new, is the relationships that you have and they get to build. There's obviously a lot of new relationships for me here with the job, from Adam and myself, through scouts, through coaching, and to have ways to connect that, like that's absolutely been one of the highlights so far of the job of building those relationships. And I know we're not going to miss one step along the way to do that.
Yeah, I see an easy, common kind of collaboration. A partnership is the best word, because it has to be a partnership. It's not either of them lording over the other one. It's an ease of communication. It's a common goal. It's helping each other in spaces where they can. They've both seen how it can work. Adam got to see that with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. And Dan Quinn's been around the block. He knows what a healthy relationship with his GM and owner is. And so they've taken all those things, and from what I've seen, early returns are they've just hit the ground running. There's no hiccups. And we have to build that foundation between the two of them so when the adversity comes, they can withstand it.
We're building, we're getting there, right? Building that infrastructure, culture, and we'll get there.
You've always been an excellent recruiter, so this is the GM, so
Here he is, man.
he better be one hell of a recruiter too.
Let's go, man. Let's go get some dudes, bro. Let's go get some dudes.
The Washington Commanders have landed a big-time leader, a perennial Pro Bowler, and All-Pro.
And these are all dudes who have led rooms and have done so in the best of ways.
Set the tone, man. Set the tone.
Can we get a golf clap right now going for Adam Peters? All right, first-year GM. My man is putting on a master class right now on how to rebuild the culture, how to rebuild the roster.
Shotgun, inside handoff, and look at Fowler.
Now, I like how they're building this defense. I like what they're doing down in Washington.
Well, I think for Dan Quinn and for Adam Peters in this free agent class, they're going to have experience with guys that they have even either coached or have been with them in the organization, have been with Peters, or guys that they played against.
Going out and evaluating all this talent that was on the open market. We were fortunate enough to bring in guys that we were familiar with. Cleveland Farrell, who's a Virginia kid as well. I had the opportunity to work with him in San Fran with Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler.
I think a big part of it was DQ and Coach Witt. I was already with those guys, and those guys were able to help me make this decision a lot easier.
My guys, man, DQ, him being in the seat again. I told him, man, I always been your soldier for a long time. So, I run through a steel wall from him.
Yeah, from Richmond, Virginia, being right down the street and growing up with my whole family. Loving this team and just this whole organization has been, you know, it's kind of like a dream come true in a sense. So I'm just excited to be here and ready to get to work.
We really like what we added in Tyler and Nick, two veteran guys in the middle that really bring the mix that we're looking for. Guys that are really tough players. They've put their trademark on tape.
The biggest decision was just that, you know, they just want to win, and you know, I wanted to go to a winning culture, a winning group, and I thought this was the best start for that.
A winning culture is obviously something I'm trying to bring here. Plus the toughness and the mentality. It's play in this game. If you can play in the game, you stay in the game. Anything that we could do to make sure the Commanders win, we're gonna do.
When you have a new regime, it's the building blocks. You gotta rebuild a culture. You gotta set the intentions of, hey, we're the Commanders and this is what it means to be a Washington Commander. And I think, Dan Quinn and Adam Peters, they're still working together, figuring out how they can move in lockstep together.
From first, appearance as we got here, the energy seems to be really high, which is great because I believe the leadership comes from the top down.
The moment I stepped in here, I'm just welcoming with new opportunities and new doors. So,
it starts at the top. I think the leadership that's came in has shown that they want to make things different than they were before.
So I think all the guys are looking forward to the competition. I think competition brings out the best in everybody, and I think it clearly defines everybody's roles once the competition has been settled.
And the reason I'm here is to be a starting left guard. That's why I came here. That's why I wanted to be here.
It's just honestly just working hard and get down to it. You just got to grind.
Just the point to prove everybody wrong, and man, that just keeps me going and adding more wood to the fire.
I think success is just having a competent, competitive, and combative group.
DQ's helped me a lot on the field just by our communication. Obviously we hadn't played together for a while, but we had such a connection, before games. So you went into the game, I knew what he was thinking, and so it allowed me to play fast.
All we got to do is talk and communicate. That's simple.
He's one of those coaches. He's just a testament to who he is. He's one of those coaches that you want to play for, you want to go to war for.
We can really create the culture that we want, from the ground up.
We get to write the history books on how we want to be this year. So I'm just excited to get to work, man. I can't wait to start workouts in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be rolling.
Right now it's about team building and building chemistry and building a bond and OTAs and going into training camp, hitting our stride, and coming out game one ready to go.
We've made ourselves one awesome pot of gumbo. We're putting all the stuff into the pot and all the pieces match.